You've probably heard companies like Microsoft, Google, Apple, or even airlines talk about buying carbon credits as a part of their sustainability strategy. But what exactly is a carbon credit? How does it work? And why are businesses around the world investing in them? Hi, my name is Abhishek, and with me is Nitin, who is AVP at Sustainiam. And today, he'll explain in simple terms how carbon credits fit into the bigger picture of global carbon markets. So, let's get started.
To understand carbon credits, we first need to understand the challenge they are designed to address. Every organization generates greenhouse gas emissions in some way. It could be through manufacturing, transportation, electricity consumption, or day-to-day business operations. Today, businesses across the world are working to reduce these emissions as part of their sustainability and net zero goals. Many emissions can be reduced by improving energy efficiency, adopting renewable energy, or upgrading to cleaner technologies. But some emissions are much harder to eliminate with today's technology or infrastructure. That's where carbon credits come in. They help organizations address those remaining emissions while they continue working towards deeper emission reductions. So what exactly is a carbon credit? A carbon credit represents 1 metric ton of carbon dioxide or its equivalent greenhouse gases that has been reduced, removed, or avoided through a verified climate project. These projects can include renewable energy, reforestation, methane capture, improved industrial processes, and many other initiatives that create measurable climate benefits. When a company buys a carbon credit, it's supporting one of these verified projects and claiming the environmental benefit associated with that 1 ton of emissions. Here's a simple way to think about it. Imagine your company's carbon footprint is like a financial balance sheet. Every business aims to reduce its expenses as much as possible, but until every cost is optimized, there's a still balance that needs to be settled. Carbon emissions work in a similar way. The first priority is always to reduce emissions wherever possible. But for the emissions that remain unavoidable, companies can use carbon credits to compensate for the impact by supporting verified climate projects. So carbon credits don't replace emission reductions, they complement them. Now you might be wondering, where do these carbon credits actually come from? The process is much more structured than many people realize. It starts with a climate project such as a wind farm, a forest conservation initiative, or a methane capture project. The project measures the emission it reduces or removes. An independent third party then verifies those results. Once the project meets the required standards, carbon credits are issued based on the verified emission reductions. These credits can then be purchased through carbon markets by organizations looking to compensate for their remaining emissions. This process helps ensure that carbon credits represent real, measurable, and verified climate impact. So why do organizations buy carbon credits? One of the biggest reasons is to compensate for emissions that are currently difficult to eliminate while continuing to reduce the overall carbon footprint. Carbon credits also help organizations support credible climate projects around the world, contribute to their broader sustainability strategies, and demonstrate climate leadership to customers, investors, and other stakeholders. It's important to remember that carbon credits are just one part of a comprehensive climate strategy. The most effective approach is always to measure emissions, reduce them wherever possible, and then use high-quality carbon credits for the emissions that remain. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine a manufacturing company emits 1 lakh tons of greenhouse gases every year. Over time, it upgrades its equipment, improves energy efficiency, and switches part of its electricity consumption to renewable energy. As a result, it reduces its emission by 80,000 tons. The remaining 20,000 tons may still be unavoidable today. To compensate for those remaining emissions, the company purchases 20,000 verified carbon credits from credible climate projects. This allows the company to support additional climate action while continuing its own journey towards reducing emissions even further.
So, carbon credits are much more than just certificates. They are a mechanism that connects businesses with climate action around the world. And if you found this video helpful, subscribe for more insights on carbon markets and sustainability.